Robbie Wong here, risking my wild card so you don't have to. We are playing Heliod as a commander for Brawl. Heliod is a 5/5 indestructible. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. 1 in a white, activated ability. Another target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. We have a host of little guys, 1s and 2 drops. We have some 3 drops and higher. All white weenie-esque. We have some sweeper protection, or insurance rather, and we have removal spells. 1 pseudo wipe. They have to be multicolored permanents. There is a life gain sub-theme. These are anthem effects, or pseudo anthem effects, Grateful Apparition, and we have some grindy elements right here. Currently, I have my eye on Basri and Idol of Endurance, because I feel like I would rather see more 1-drops to guarantee this 1-drop with lifelink, 2-drop with lifelink matters. I know some of these cards don't have lifelink themselves, but they're just too good to pass up as is. And Basri right now for me, the card competes in the 3-drop slot with Heliod, and you know you're going to have Heliod on 3. Our old friend Niv. All right, Basri, time to prove it. Okay, so this has the potential to be aggressive. We need 1 more land drop to complete the triumvirate with Heliod over here. Daxos is really good at getting to the 5. We have some removal. So every hand, except for nut draw hands, are looking for something. Whether it's you're looking for a few more resources, you're looking to fill out the curve, you're looking for a card relevant in the matchup. No 1-drop, no land. We did not want to see this card. Our 3-drop slot is plugged up. Okay, so next turn I want to play Daxos into Pridemate. Do I? Ay, ay, ay. See what removal they have. Just frame. Okay, so next turn could be a Niv. Oh, goodness. Hopefully we can run them down here. They're missing sort of white. Sort of? Okay. That is not the droid we're looking for.
Knock, knock.
Hey, I'm streaming.
Ah.
Let me see. Share your screen. The entire screen. There's the land we're looking for. Okay. Health Collector. 1, 2, 3. That's not a creature. This can make... Let's go. Come on, you can do it.
Pelt Collector can get out of hand if they reach, what is it? Not threshold, but whatever that, I forget the name of the mechanic. If they have four different types in their, no?
Pelt Collector?
Oh, okay.
Pelt Collector just gets bigger when things come into the battlefield or die that are bigger than him.
That's right. And then gets trampled if he's got 3 or more.
Yeah, so power 4. No, it's just 3 or more counters, right? So it has nothing to do with their power. Well, the good news is they don't have a sweeper. I think next turn is Hanged Executioner. Aye, aye, aye.
I am not innocent this round. That's more like it.
Set all my hard work. Okay, all right, I'm okay with that. Niv is coming.
Yeah.
We did not execute a aggressive start. Oh.
I've got my whisper. The
shadows
awaken.
Okay, so we're gonna make this bigger. If we have a lot of options here. So if we play another creature, we can make Healer's Hawk go up to 4/4. If we do Warded Battlements, he could be 5. Could almost take out the Ashiok. The 6/6. We can actually make it bigger than the Niv. This isn't mana efficient though. What if? Okay, so what if instead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I play a Johnny.
Yeah, what's a Johnny do?
It puts a cat token into play, but the devotion would go up and activate Heliod.
Right, but does the cat token also trigger Daxos?
Yes.
Yes. So it does the same thing as Worded Battlements, but better.
And we get Heliod.
For a peaceful resolution. True friends always stand by your side.
Okay, so Healer's Hawk needs to take out Ashiok. Heliod can swing at Teferi. Daxos goes, at a minimum, is going to bounce off of Nightmare Muse, so let's do that. So even if they play Niv, we're going to be able to make Healer's Hawk bigger. Basri Ket it might be time for Basri Ket to shine, making it indestructible.
Yep.
Oh, Linden!
What a foolish thing.
That card would be great on this. Both of these cards would have been great. Because there's a sweeper coming, so tick-tock for me.
I've got time.
So 4 mana. Oh wait, we can do this. No, 15 more than the starting, so I need to be at 40. So if I gain, if they don't deal damage to me, I can gain 5 life, and then do this and wipe their board. Oh, never mind.
My hope for peace is gone.
I had such high hopes. Okay, so this is going to make Heliod a creature again. Too bad I don't have trample.
You could Faith Feathers one of his. Oh no, you can't. You don't have the land. That's like.
Yeah, I was on 4. Whenever one or more non-token creatures attack, create that many 1/1. I think this is the droid we're looking for because each of those is going to trigger Daxos,
Which will trigger Helios.
Okay, so then I think we need to. All right, opponent, you get to pick. Who do you save?
You're gonna get 1/1s that attack too.
Oh yeah. So These are 1/1s?
They're 1/1s that can become 2/2s.
Those would still die. Just make Daxos bigger. Opponent's gonna play a sweeper, and I'm gonna weep silently into my hands. I kind of needed all this.
That didn't go according to plan.
Those attacks were bad. There's the Wrath. So we need to make stuff happen here. Let's get rid of Hangdex. Yeah. Let's get rid of Hangdex.
Hey,
Giant killer, you say? Okay, so I'm getting swept next turn.
You can do 10, 11, 12,
I could
13 to him right now. With battlements, that makes it 4 more. No, I'm sorry. With battlements, if you do battlements, then you can't giant killer, right?
Yeah, but I think whatchamacallit, the Wrath is coming, right? So
yeah.
Now is the time to strike.
okay, so let's just make it really. They could block Daxos. Will survive. They could block here and kill a creature, but it would be
A lot of damage.
yeah, let more damage through. Okay. Oh, close, so close. I got it. This doesn't matter.
Put it on Helios, right? Or Heliod, right? Because
Oh.
does Kaya...
You're right. I am wrong. That matters a lot. That should you are 100%. That should go on Heliod. Lose my whole board. But if the opponent wraths, you're gonna lose your div.
That's not a wrath.
That's wrath. Kaya's wrath.
Oh, yeah, I know. Kaya's a wrath. I said Uro is not a wrath.
They're okay. All right.
Good, you needed more land anyway.
Yeah. I don't agree with the opponent. I don't think that was the right decision for the opponent. Okay, so I have lethal on board, so I think I just attack and then hold this in reserve for after they wrath.
Yeah.
Because if they have removal, so I get punished by that decision with removal, but I know they have Kaya's Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
And I can still play this after I play one of these anyways, if for whatever reason they don't. I should have given this lifelink. Leaking all over the place, Winston. Will we defeat my first love, Niv? Or will...
There's a good chance of it. Because he might play... Oh, he's going to play Uro.
Meet again.
Okay, so this punishes my line.
Not necessarily, right?
Well, it's like I don't have lethal on board anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's your devotion at right now? 1, 2.
2.
Oh, where did that come from?
Okay, well, this gets devotion a little easier, right? I also think Stonecoil Serpent's really good against this deck, so maybe we can.
Or do you dreadful apathy something?
Well, yeah, I do. I think I play this stuff out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and try and get them to Wrath, and then I can play Stonecoil Serpent on an empty board.
Okay.
And it should be unblockable. This one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did my math wrong. This isn't a creature. I can't tap it. Okay. Attacking is silly, so we will pass. No, I'm not playing Stonecoil for 1.
No.
That accomplishes nothing. Wrath! Wrath!
Also not a wrath.
Why won't you wrath? I can tap Gruul Spellbreakers.
Wait, what has hexproof?
Gruul Spellbreaker gives itself and the player hexproof on their turn.
Right.
The storied past holds our future.
I think I have lethal, because I'll Faith Fetters this, and then this will become a. Or 1, 2, 3. Ugh, I'm so close. Oh, what?
You gain life.
Now
That's right.
Well, what? Why can't I count devotion? 1, 2, 3. How do I have 5 devotion? Oh, 4.
You have 2 on Heliod, right? One on Battlements, 1 on Faith Feathers, 1 on Dreadful Apathy. That's 5.
Well, we got there, despite my best efforts to lose the game.
Wait, go back to view the battlefield for a second. Right?
1,
Heliod.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Heliod needs 5, right?
Yeah, I miscounted this turn thinking I didn't have it, and I miscounted last turn thinking I did have it.
All right. Robbie, you need to talk to the math department. Tell them you need remedial counting.
I'm a band director. I count to 8, thank you.
Yeah, this was 5.
I mean,
It'd be
I'm a band director. I count to 4, thank you.
Not 3. Very well.
3, sir. 3. So, okay, so let's talk about that for a second, because that happens. I feel like it's important to discuss. Sometimes you play a deck, and that game, if I watch, this will be one of those recordings where if I rewatch, I will be queasy pretty much the whole time, because just leaking play all over the place, and despite the inability to count to 5 and the inability to process your devotion, the deck still powered through. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I part of the problem is that you're keeping track of multiple different things, right? You're trying to keep track of the number of creatures you have for Convoke. You're trying to keep track of the number of white pips you have for Devotion. You're keeping track of what things give you lifelink and what things do not give you lifelink, so that you can trigger Heliod to give you more counters, and what is indestructible and what is not, right? Because everything, there are so many different variables you have to keep track of with this deck, that it can easily get confusing or overwhelming.
And playing around the Wrath, like we have known information that there's a Kaya's Wrath in their hand. I think this was a mistake. I think they should have pulled the trigger on this early. They were getting greedy, trying to keep saving this as a break glass, but then they never got the chance to break the glass in case of emergency.
And it's important to note that Kaya's Wrath is a sorcery, and so if you don't do it on your turn, you're not going to get a chance to do it until your next turn, unless you have Teferi with the sorceries can be instance thing.
Wait, where's Teferi? Yeah, you died, Teferi.
Right? So Teferi +1 makes you able to Wrath on your opponent's turn.
Yeah. Oh, other thing worth noting, white has good removal. It's a little bit more expensive than black spells, but these enchantments, number 1, Faith Fetters gaining life is relevant because of Heliod. And then B number 2, these devotion pips were very instrumental in making sure that Heliod can function fully as a creature and as a threat of activation and static text.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sometimes enchantment removal is a weakness and comes back to bite you. There was a day where I tried to basically quarantine a Kugla, and the opponent destroyed the enchantment and like 4-for-1 me.
Yeah. No, I mean, one of my favorite things is like when I'm playing white is to what's the white spell that gives protection from color?
It's in the Feathers deck.
Yeah.
God. So.
Well, there's God's Willing, but I'm thinking of the other one, the one
you're thinking of Standard?
that's in my.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I know what you're talking about.
Feat of Resistance? Maybe it's Feat of Resistance or something like that. But it's like they capture sphere my creature, right? Or they do something else that that prevents it from attacking. Not one that taps it, but one that just prevents it from attacking and blocking.
Yeah.
And so they go to my turn. They attack. My creature's untapped, but it's because it's got the enchantment on it. It can't. It's arrested. It can't attack or block. I could then, at instant speed, cast that Feat of Resistance. Give it +1/+1. It can now block and eat something else, right? And so that is a downside of enchantment removal. But see, Dreadful Apathy also has the white and 2 and a white to exile.
Yeah.
And so that's relevant. Although if you do that, then Dreadful Apathy isn't around to serve as devotion pip.
Right. What
is this deck playing the temple that gives you devotion?
Huh. Temple, is that a land?
No, it's an artifact.
Oh, yeah. The Altar of the Pantheon?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Where it's like it 3 mana, adds Wooburg, or not Wooburg, adds 1 mana of any color?
Yep.
I'm gonna... Basri did stuff that game.
He did.
He did do stuff. Uh-oh, did I crash Arena?
Anyway, we can talk about it next time we do the at the beginning of the next stream. But
all right. Well, I'm Robbie Wong.
This is Winston Wong. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time.